Alright, everything's synced up. Hello, greetings and salutations, dudes and dudettes of the interwebs. This is PlayLinks once again. I'm Tyler.
And this is Cameron.
And last time you saw us playing Final Fantasy IX, we were about to enter the Ice Cave.
Onwards and upwards.
Onwards and upwards, I would say. Now, the Ice Cave is aptly named for one particular trait. Fire.
Fire.
Fire. Oh wait, no, it was actually just why we call it the Ice Cave. And here I thought it would be something like Greenland.
This must be the cavern. So observant.
I know, right?
This is very observant.
Very observant, and it's very icy. So why is he not wearing anything warmer?
Yeah, I would say Vivi's got the best kind of get-up going.
Oh yeah. Can't even see his face.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the Ice Cavern?
Sure.
Is this the place? It's supposed to be near Evil Forest, and it's a cavern filled with ice.
It's like a refrigerator.
My grandpa told me about this place. The cavern takes travelers to the top of the mist. Master Shadow's grandfather must be quite a scholar. I mean, he's dead, so...
Oh.
You feel like a smart guy now?
They're all just kind of looking at him.
Like, oh.
It's
Asshole.
like, oh, jeez.
Well, why don't we go inside?
Kind of awkward. Kind of like, oh, God.
God damn it.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I like how they show you exactly where you're going.
Oh, the treasure be vast in this place.
Lots of treasure in this place. If you aren't careful, you'll miss it.
Yeah, I figured that out.
Princess, please don't touch anything. Zidane's
Freezing
the
my
only one.
ass off.
Zidane's the only one with the right idea wanting to get moving.
Monkey lead. 10.
Tens will be useful.
Always good for a quick heal. I never used them in Kingdom Hearts. They were always there and I never used them.
I didn't really use them in Kingdom Hearts either. They are more useful in this game.
Yeah. That looks like you could interact with it.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, you can't interact with that wall. I don't care how strange it looks. You can't interact with it.
This looks out of place.
Can he break an ice wall with a spell that's fire magic based?
They should have had Steiner cut at it and, like, fail.
That's exactly how they should have done it.
Either.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm excited because Kingdom Hearts collection, because there's been so many collections. The fourth collection, is coming out at the end of March.
1.5 and 2.5 combined with nothing new, nothing extra. And fuck these back attacks.
But for $50, save a little money, I suppose.
You know how you also save money?
Not buying it.
Not buying it.
If I'm being perfectly honest, if you had a working PS3, you still got your copies of 1.5 and 2.5.
You're not missing out on absolutely anything.
If you've got your account synced up to your 4, the trophies are the same. I guess if you're a true achievement hunter and you wanted to double up on trophies, you could get the PS4 version.
Why would you put yourself through that mental torture?
Who wants to fight terror again? I mean, of course I want to,
Way to just
I'm kind of a person that would self-inflict pain on yourself.
Masochist?
Yeah, I guess I'm a masochist. For that bullshit.
I can tell you that.
Well, contrary.
I couldn't have told you that much.
But yeah, I mean it's exciting.
She hits hard. Fuck.
I haven't even finished 2.8. I've only played through like a quarter of it. Which, if you haven't watched, me and Chris did a video, kind of like a podcast.
Yeah, they did a very good podcast talking about the new movie.
Yeah, the movie was a really big part of Kingdom Hearts storyline. So if y'all would like to go and watch that, I'm sure we'll figure out a way to maybe show it up in annotation or something. I'm not sure, but we'll link it somehow.
Link in the second description below.
There you go. Yeah.
Link in the description below. That's usually how YouTubers say it, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Something
I
like
guess
that.
I guess we are noob YouTubers. Noob-tubers.
Noob-tubers.
They exist.
They exist.
What is Steiner doing with like this? Like,
He's holding his sword aloft in his hand and he's saying, "Look at me! I'm the greatest!"
I'm better than you.
Even though I'm really not. But hey, you'll never get me saying it.
Haha.
And treasure chest down there to the left.
Treasure.
Treasure.
Ooh, game I am excited for. We saw this on Facebook too.
We did.
It was Crash Bandicoot collection.
Oh, yeah.
That is a collection that will be being bought regardless of economic.
I think we literally of every like old-timey platformer on the PS1 era are buying that game.
Yep.
And I know I'm buying it, despite the sanity of buying games I already own.
Yeah,
But
because
remastered on the PS4.
I own the second one, but it will be very different.
Kinda gonna be good. Like it'll be hard not to
Want to splurge the money.
exactly. You might notice
No.
I'm trying to dodge the black mist. The black mist incites powerful enemies. Really powerful.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yes. If you step into the mist, you're more than likely going to get into that battle scenario. So, you try to avoid the black mist as much as possible and you'll stay away from the majority of the stronger conflicts.
Or can it just throw it at you regardless?
They could just throw it at you regardless, but typically if you're staying out of a black mist, you're not going to run into the strongest enemies in this area. You'll run into these cave imps or the flans.
Okay. I never ran into anything hard in this stuff.
Mammoth looking things?
Okay, no, I didn't.
Yeah. The mammoth looking things are what you would run. They're mammoth looking enemies that are, they hit really hard. But you'd only run into them if you encounter them.
Damn.
Slow juice. It's already asleep, so it doesn't matter.
What?
Uh-huh.
Is BB confused?
No, I had him fun. I had him.
Oh.
Only way to snap someone out of sleep is either it wears off or they damage physically.
Phoenix down, though. That's useful.
Now to end this fight quick.
Ifrit power.
But yeah, no, BB was not confused. I forced him to attack Xenon. I, however, was not expecting him to hit as hard as he did.
I know. Maybe Garnet would be best, I guess.
Garnet also hits for over 100.
Oh, damn.
Yep. Maybe Steiner.
Maybe Steiner. Maybe his sword would break.
I mean, it's Steiner. It wouldn't surprise me.
One game that I would lose my shit over if there was a collection would be the Spyro games. If there was a remaster. Which I think the Spyro games
I wouldn't.
less likely to happen. But I mean there's hope.
I mean, yeah, there's hope. But as of right now, since Spyro Skylanders is doing so well,
It would be because the thing I find interesting about collections is Naughty Dog hasn't had Crash for a while. They got rid of Crash to start Jack and Daxter. They had to basically pass off Crash.
they didn't pass off Crash, did they?
No, they had to.
Oh yeah, Travelers.
They had to because I guess you can't hold so many at one time, basically. At least back in the day.
Because I could have sworn that they still had held on to Crash Bandicoot because they were still working on the Crash Bandicoot games during the Jack and Daxter eras.
Not main ones. they turned into like the one that came out in PS2 was from another company. It wasn't Naughty Dog. That's why people didn't like it.
So, Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, the racing ones too?
Wrath of Cortex.
Wrath of Cortex.
Twin Sanity.
No, that wasn't it. That
Really?
was...
I could have sworn that.
I know, it's weird. I mean, Ratchet and Clank's like that too. They had games.
It felt just like Naughty Dog. It felt just like Naughty Dog.
They could have had like advisors or people who gave advice on how to make the game, but as far as I understand, is that it wasn't.
Okay.
And the reason why the collections happen is because it's not Naughty Dog who's doing the remaster. They give it off to a team.
Yeah, they gave it off to someone else.
So that's why Spyro doesn't have to be Insomniac doing the remaster. They can hand it off to whoever. So that's what it means. You can have a higher chance of it happening.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to get the original people together. I mean, look at Kingdom Hearts 1.5. They had to rebuild Kingdom Hearts 1 from scratch, essentially.
They also had to rebuild... Didn't they just use the Final Mix version? They didn't have to rebuild it.
They lost the files for the original, so yeah, they must have used Final Mix, but the original content was gone. Files got
I knew
lost.
they had to rebuild the Final Mix version from scratch, but I would have sworn they wouldn't have had to rebuild it after they kept the Final Mix files.
Well, I don't know for sure. The story was that they had to rebuild.
I mean, it wouldn't necessarily surprise me.
Well, I mean,
Kingdom Hearts came out at the early stage of PS2 eras.
yeah.
It was
I mean,
early
it's been their 15-year anniversary, right? Something like that.
Way to make me feel old, buddy.
Yeah, 15.
Way to make me feel freaking
But yeah, collections are an interesting beast.
Yeah, I remember when the Sly Cooper collection came out, it wasn't done by Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch, yeah.
It was done by Sandsworth Corporation. And after they did a good job remastering the Sly Cooper games, they were given essentially a green light to make Sly Cooper 4.
Yes.
And I'm still waiting on that and other games. Still waiting on the sequel.
Was that the time, the one where it's like it's ancestor?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Ratchet and Clank, they had the first one remastered recently. So, I guess there's reboots and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do I want a Spyro reboot? No.
Considering we already had one of those.
No, I don't want. I mean, the Hero's Tale and like Dark and all of that. That was. I played them. I liked it. It just wasn't Spyro. It wasn't the Spyro I knew as a kid.
It was darker, edgier Spyro, so naturally it makes it better. It's darker and edgier is always better.
I mean, it's funny because they had like a lot of voice actors. Like David Spade voiced Sparks. Did you? Yeah, that's so weird.
Ugh, David Spade.
And Commissioner Gordon from the Batman movies. You know that guy?
Which one?
From Dark Knight Rises. Gary. He voiced one of the characters in this game. That's why everybody's like, how did they get the cast? But the game's so like wooden, like voice acting wise. They didn't know what to do.
The cast didn't care?
Or they didn't care, yeah. I mean, it's a paycheck.
Like that comes through a lot of things. Like if you get people who are just there for money, they don't care how it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get people who are passionate about the project,
I think one of the most interesting stories I heard regarding voice acting was the guy who voices Ratchet in the second game, because the voice actor changed.
yeah.
He has not played most of the... He's only played part of 2. He's never played any of the other games past that point. And this was only from like the re-release of the newest game that he said this. He said he was playing it with like behind the voice actor or whatever, and he was playing footage of it or something. But he'd said, I haven't played I haven't played 3. I haven't played like Crack and Climb or anything like that. But you think about it, they don't have to. I mean, sure, people know who you are and they know you're Ratchet.
But they don't have to play the games.
But they don't have to play the games to kind of embody the character. Like, he knows Ratchet. He knows how to get to Ratchet.
He knows what Ratchet's motivations are.
Right.
He doesn't need to think. He need to play the game to understand the characters.
And I mean, while we're on the topic of voice actors, they are really
Oh, absolutely.
like the term actor is not meant to be taken lightly. They have to act, like they have to make.
They have to completely become another character, create a whole new character for it.
Yeah, I mean that's why there's so many famous actors who do a really good job with that. Christopher Sabat, Chris Hamill, Mark Hamill. Joker. Yeah. But yeah, there's just so many, and then they kind of just get like not
for
the
the most
respect.
part, they're underappreciated, except the fans that love their work. Because if you talk to any fan of Batman the Animated Series, or even Batman Beyond Return of the Joker, or Justice League Unlimited, anything that Mark Hamill has done, you got me saying.
Haha, that was the plan.
Anything that Mark Hamill has done, voice acting wise, everyone talks how great his voice acting is, and how just.
It's better than his actual acting, I'd argue.
I mean,
come on, we're fans enough to admit that the Star Wars acting's not always.
I mean, come on, though.
He was younger.
That was good acting for the day.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. For the time period and.
He's actually a pretty good actor. I'm not.
I won't take that.
He's a fantastic actor.
I won't take that away from him.
Because when the episodes where he plays the Trickster and the Flash,
right,
are pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, he is improved, of course. I mean,
like every actor has improved their craft.
Yeah.
Anyway. But yeah, voice actors are incredibly underappreciated with just the range of how far they can go with their voices.
And this is what kind of annoyed me with Dead Rising 4, with the switching of Frank's voice actor. They weren't willing to give the original guy. Apparently, he came for the audition, and they said he was going to be able to portray a gruffer, grittier Frank. And they said it came down to development in the character. It's like, well, you're telling an actor that he can't change to fit the role now? I mean, that's what an actor does.
You're telling the guy who made Frank West.
Who made Frank, the weird one-liners, like, you know, completely.
You're telling the guy who made Frank West that he can't be Frank West because he can't do Frank West.
I mean, that's just one example. I mean, there's multiple. I mean, this goes over to TV shows, that acting there too. Movies. Like, the video games especially, they are kind of mistreated.
Alright, we are going to get we're about to enter one of the toughest areas of this one.
Ooh.
This boss fight is unbelievably difficult.
Unfair.
I
dare I say.
Goku is level 7. There's only one character allowed in this whole boss fight.
Yep.
Goku. That's it. And you'll see why here once we exit this door.
Ooh, I see there's some black mist at the end there.
Yeah. Powerful enemies come when there's black mist involved.
Steiner is doing the robot.
Steiner's a Terminator.
He's gone back in time.
You, Vivi, give me your clothes.
Vivi just kind of gave up.
Vivi just kind of became a rock and fell down. And so did Steiner.
He out.
Thank God he didn't land on Vivi. Probably killed the guy.
Probably.
What's happened to you guys? Rusty, move it or lose it. Just kick him in the crotch right up there.
And she's down.
No, you don't fall asleep in this kind of weather. You die. Y'all would freaking die. No. See what I mean, people? Everyone in this party is useless right now. Is that a bell?
I did hear a bell.
Ding! What's that sound? The sound of you rising up to heaven.
I like how you even speaking slowly.
Okay, we're all set to go to this battle.
Not much to consider.
Well, we're gonna get our abilities next fight. Most of them, anyway.
Yeah, this fight.
This fight's bullshit.
Because there's two people to steal from. You're on your own.
Well, this fight's fucking.
You have to take out one before the other. And yeah. Did I mention this 1v2? Because it is.
And you'd think 1v2 shouldn't be too bad. Naturally, it's a Final Fantasy game. We should be handling this before. You'll see the second character come up shortly. This thing is a black waltz. Does he look kind of familiar?
Very similar.
No, I don't see the resemblance. Nah, there's no resemblance.
He looks more like Steiner, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we're going
He looks
for.
more like Steiner. I mean, he's about as big of an asshole as Steiner is, so.
Basically. And this guy's not even the worst of the walls.
Nope, there's 3 waltzes.
He's timid.
He's
compared to
pretty
the other
timid.
fucking guy.
Oh, did I remember how we were talking about the second character we have to fight?
That's a walrus.
That's a sea lion.
It is, yeah. That's crazy. And they get to it.
Fortunately, we have plenty of potions and high potions.
Black Waltz.
First character we're going to steal from is the Black Waltz. He's easier to steal from. He doesn't really hit nearly as hard as the Sea Lion. And he carries 3 items. Or 2 items, I don't remember how much percent.
I think it's 2 each.
Well, that's why you have the detective to find out. Unfortunately, that wastes an entire turn. Since this is a boss, they have rare stuff.
They do. These are the ones you should probably steal from.
So steal from the bosses if you're gonna go with the stealing route. You're gonna want to steal from the bosses for sure. And try to stay alive on this one. That's really important. Fuck.
Yeah, I remember this being hard.
The reason why this fight is so hard, it's not because the limited damage you can deal. You get trance and you can wreck them both in 2 shots.
Yeah.
No lie. The hard part is stealing their items.
There you
Silk
go.
shirt, that should be the last of it.
He should be good. The other guy might only have one.
Let's go ahead and steal from the Black Vault again just to make sure. And then I'll throw a high potion. We have enough HP to survive.
Vivi does more damage.
Doesn't have it. Okay, so he can die. Should that come down to it? Hopefully it doesn't. I might want to waste my trance completely just so I can try to steal an item. Wouldn't matter.
I'm trancing.
Yeah, my trance will be wasted. Actually,
If you can steal it, there you go. But there are 2 things.
ooh,
Is there a double steal?
it's not a double steal, but I would give him a really good amount of damage.
Because this won't kill them straight away.
The way for the sea lion straight up, the sea lion will be very, very weak. Oh yes.
It's critical.
So he's not 100% dead.
Okay.
But I could kill him very easily now. Because notice, the orb in his chest is now red.
Right. So he's kind of pissed off. His attack's gone. Bigger.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, again.
I'll have to heal myself up next turn. Alright, no. That's why this area, this boss is hard.
You don't mess around.
Because he doesn't really mess around. He's aiming to kill you.
Yeah. Now, the other, like, walls and stuff,
They kind of dick around.
Yeah.
That should be everything. Let's go ahead and steal one more time, just to double check, and then I'll go ahead and kill him. That's everything. So not bad if you manage your items well from previous stealings throughout the game, but if you're not expecting this could catch any unsuspecting Final Fantasy, any player by surprise.
Yep. Surprised me.
Surprised me my first time, and I died completely unprepared. But, like I said, I could kill him real easy after that title flame.
Yep.
You defeated number 1, but number 2 and number 3 will reclaim the princess.
What is this One Piece?
Who's there? Whatever. I gotta go back and check on them. Those assholes!
Pricks.
Fucking cunts. So we just saved their lives. I wonder if they'll be grateful.
Well, 2 out of 3 is not too bad.
Hey, is everybody okay?
It was no big deal.
You're hiding. You're hiding a lot of things.
Wow.
Okay, he might think with his dick, but he's not a rapist.
Yeah.
He's not like a Clint.
Just what are you accusing me of? Why are you being such a dick?
Yeah, man, why are you being such an asshole?
Oh, many things bother me. Mostly this giant turd over here.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so let's go ahead and examine.
Nice.
Ooh, Bandit. That's the ability I was thinking of. And we can almost equip a leather wrist now. Woo! One more battle.
Because Flea Guild is pretty good.
Free deal is pretty useful. Alright, so let's go ahead and equip the Bandit ability, which raises the success rate of steel.
Can't beat that.
Can't beat. That's fucking amazing.
And think, you could miss that if you don't steal.
Exactly.
So.
I mean, you could buy it later on, but
No one
it's a
has money.
very useful item early game.
It is.
Very useful early game. We'll just jump across. Jump across, and here's the exit OS there.
Oh, had to get one more.
Did I say the exit? I meant a combat scenario.
I thought those were the same things sometimes.
Only in a relationship.
That's the signature PLink drum. We don't have a drum.
We just
We
have
got some wood.
I mean, I know I do.
And on that note, look at those Mexican desserts go. They are just having a good old time. I'm not even going to give them anything. I'm scared if they go over some things.
I mean, so many things can be said.
Jiggle.
I mean, they have an interesting jiggle physics. not as interesting as some other things with jiggle physics, like high school today.
Crazy.
Dude, that jiggle physics is so bad.
The Matrix.
Movie Matrix.
Bullshit.
Sad part is we're not even lying.
Yeah, straight
If you
up.
haven't seen the anime,
I haven't even seen the anime. I just know that one part 'cause it's so ridiculous.
you're not missing out on much, though, honestly. You're not missing out on much if you haven't seen the anime. I mean, it's entertaining, but...
Yeah, I mean, that's what people usually tell me. Like, man, I really wish I could watch this, but I have to stop because it's so obscenely rude. Like,
It's really not that bad.
I mean, if people don't watch that stuff.
Like, if people aren't expecting... how can I put this delicately for any younger viewers out there? If they're not expecting... You know what? Screw it. If they're not expecting panty shots and like just zoom in on boobs every 5 seconds, it's probably not anime for them.
Yep.
No other way to put it. But, you know, if you go in expecting nothing serious and just pleasing animation for like 22 minutes at a time for 12 episodes, then you'll be fine.
Yay.
We made it through the mist. We can see above it. The sun feels great. The village of assholes.
Basically.
I mean, I know we say that a lot about characters in this game, that they're assholes. There's just a lot of characters in this game that are complete assholes.
They are.
Oh, you're a princess. People are looking for you. You need a new identity.
So he almost killed you. Vivi's just like, oh no.
She does not intend to return to the castle, Buggy. I need a new name. She's a white mage. Essentially abysmal for majority of the series.
Sakura.
You got it! That's her name!
I mean, if she goes trans, does her hair turn pink?
No. But, you know, when you look at the fact that she's a white mage and really her only purpose is to heal and she's kind of useless at most other things like combat.
Yep, we're haters.
We're not haters, we're realistic. When you really only do well in one fight for 2 whole series, Naruto and Naruto Shippuden.
Naruto Shippuden turned 10 years old.
Yeah.
That makes me feel a little old.
And when you think about it, the manga's been done for 2 years now and the anime is still milking money.
Milking.
So we have a lot of nerd references now.
We do.
There's even more to come.
In the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Goku will spend 5 episodes charging up the spirit bomb only to fail. Krillin's gonna die. But not before Yamcha goes first.
Always.
Always he goes first.
You know, Yamcha had heart surgery? Or, well, close to heart surgery from a doctor. And that technically counts.
I mean, he kind of ripped a hole through his chest.
Yeah.
I thought you were
He
talking...
thought it was his heart.
I thought you were talking about Bulma just yanking his heart and using it as a
figuratively and
bouncing ball when she started dating Vegeta, the reason he died in the first place.
Yeah, we're not going to try and cover that up. Bulma's kind of a bitch.
Bulma's kind of?
Is a bitch.
There we go. Alright, we're gonna, on that note of Bulma being a bitch, we are going to stop right here.
Yep, we'll get these up.
We will get the episodes up as we can. Next episode, we will be dealing with the village of Dolly.
And maybe another
And
Shadow Wizard.
we'll figure out what they mean by number 2 and number 3 coming to get us. Stay tuned next time